I'm Benjamin Levy. I'm an associate professor at the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, and I'm a thoracic medical oncologist. I'm also the clinical director for the Johns Hopkins Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center at Sibley Memorial Hospital in Washington, D.C. "15 years ago, I would have said probably. I think for the excitement of physicians, but for the benefit of patients, the advances that we have made with novel therapies in lung cancer, both immunotherapy and targeted therapies, I think we're starting to treat some stage 4 lung cancers as a chronic disease. And I don't ever use the word cure. I would say it's more a chronic illness that we can manage long term. And I think what we've learned from even some of the immunotherapy trials that have been out there is that there is a subset of patients with advanced stage 4 lung cancer treated with immunotherapy who are still alive at 5 years. And that number is anywhere from 10 to 15%, which is pretty remarkable given that, when I started, the 5-year survival rate was 2%. So we've pushed that envelope, and I think this is, a big testament to all the researchers and the translational scientists and all the people who've brought these drugs into clinic. But I think we're at an inflection point of looking at some, not all, some advanced non-small cell lung cancer as a chronic disease in which patients can stay alive for a very long time. Yes, there are probably some patients that we treat that are cured, at least that has stable disease and the cancer never grows. And I always have this type of conversation when I'm meeting a patient for the first time. And I say, you have advanced disease, you're not a stage, but this is a stage 4 where the goal is not to cure. I will always caveat that with, we do know, however, that some patients treated with immunotherapy and treated with immunotherapy or targeted therapy, there is a 5-year survival rate, and we are pushing the envelope. So it's a complex question, and it's not a binary answer. I think that every patient is different, but we must have that discussion that we must be realistic based on the data, but we also must be optimistic as physician scientists, as patient advocates, that we could push the envelope and that some of these patients will still be alive at 5 years with either approved therapies, but perhaps more important, novel therapies under the umbrella of a clinical trial, which is a call to arms for every patient to be their own advocate to going on clinical trials, asking about clinical trials, asking about new drugs, and the physicians also bringing these drugs into the clinic and deploying meaningful clinical trials into health systems, into academic hospitals, as well as community hospitals.